Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about The Curse of Talion, which is a book in the Road of Five Gods series, which I think is like an anthology, in the fact that it's like doesn't follow the same characters, but it's set in like the same kingdom. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty good book. It's by Lois McMaster Bujold. It's from 2001, so only a couple years before I was born. And yeah, pretty solid, if not a little bit predictable book. Like I kind of saw where this was going most of the time, and but that's not exactly a bad thing. So our main character is Chazarel, who was used to be like this nobleman, but he was betrayed and sold into slavery, kind of like Ben-Hur was in the movie Ben-Hur. So he comes back years later. He looks so old and disheveled, but he's only in his 30s. Um, so he's now this tutor for this princess, um, and her handmaid Beatrice, who is he starts to fall in love with. Now, I don't really, I don't hate Beatrice. It just he kind of like doesn't do much. A little bit of like a damsel in distress. But that's just me. I think it's just because the audiobook narrator can't do lady voices, and he just makes her sound like, oh my god, like, I can't believe you're doing this, Chaswell. Oh wow. Oh no, what are we gonna do? He makes her sound like a valley girl, so I don't know if that was the best choice. But I think that's more on the audiobook narrator's part than the author. So eventually Talion finds the man who betrayed him, who's named Dondo. So that's a stupid name. But, Dondo's kind of a bad guy, so I don't feel too bad for him. So, Dondo's gonna be marrying Iselle, the princess, and Iselle doesn't like that because Dondo's kind of an asshole. So, Casaval prays to the god of death, which is called the Bastard, and to kill Dondo. So the whole death magic thing is like, if he kills Dondo, Kazuma will also die. It's like death magic is kind of like alchemy, I guess. Like it takes and it gives or whatever. Point is, um, like Kazuo's supposed to die if Dondo dies, but what happens is Dondo dies, but Kazuo lives. So now he has like the sixth sense, like the little boy from the Sixth Sense, where like he could see dead people, and now like Dondo's soul is stuck to him in the form of a tumor. So that's kind of gross. So meanwhile, the princess is like gonna get married to this guy, and she doesn't want to. So he like arranges this secret marriage to the prince of some other country, Ibra. Talion finds out there's a way to break the curse on the family if he was willing to lay down his life 3 times for the house of Talion. And since he only did it once, his next death, he might actually die next time. So when he gets there, he's like, "Oh shit, I know the prince. He beat the fuck out of me." No, wait, sorry. I was supposed to get beaten, but Caswell took the beating for him. So I guess in a way he beat him up, but it wasn't like intentional. He stood in there to get beat, so the prince didn't. So they get back to Talion, but there was this like epic battle scene where they have to fight through all of Maltu's men, and basically they get through it, and the princess marries the prince, and everything's happy, except it doesn't free her from the curse. It just the curse gets transferred to the prince. So the prince dies after they well, no, he's like about to die because they're like trying to kill him. Kazel's fighting, and Maltu stabs him, but he kills the tumor. So like all the souls are dead. But the Doddle, which is another one of the five gods, he saves his soul, So, all those other people attached to Kaz will away, and now just Castle. He's kind of back to normal. So, because he was willing to die 3 times, the curse is broken. He's back to normal. Everybody's happy. The prince and the princess get married. Uh, Castle marries Beatrice, who still doesn't really do anything in this book. And, happily ever after. So, I have some problems with this book. Like, I think Caswell doesn't have enough flaws as a person. He just seems too nice. Um, I don't know, he's just liked by everybody. He's just really, it seems like he doesn't have that many flaws as a character. So he's kind of a Mary Stu in a way. Um, but, you'd like him. But I feel like I just wish he had a little bit more flaws. Like, obviously he has the curse, but that's not exactly a personality flaw. That's more of like a physical flaw. You know what I mean? So, but overall, I thought it was a pretty fun book. Pretty good political thriller. Some nice easy reading. It's way better than those porn books I was reading, the Dragon Fight and stuff like that by Anne McCaffrey. I just think this has more meat on it. Maybe that's because it's longer. Maybe it's because it's slightly newer. I don't know. No knock against old books though. You guys know I love Lord of the Rings. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the Course of Chalion. Should I read the second book, Paladin of Souls? Does it have casual in it? I don't think it does. I don't know. Hopefully it does. But yeah, I'll probably be reading that in February, so expect a video on that like late February probably. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.